Okay, so I started going through that. Let me show it to you again. This example that comes directly from the SOLL folks from their GitHub. And when I did the first time, I had Docker blocked unless you were root. I had the permissions that only allowed root. When I changed it and just did a regular Docker pull and didn't, do sudo, it seems now to be working a little bit better here. So I got Docker running. It seems to include the SOLL. So now let's try, let me bring it so you can see it. We're going to try and see if we can actually get this thing to compile here. Okay, now you can see it. Oh, by the way, I can mention how I fixed the problem with OBS in case you're using Ubuntu 21.04 and you're using OBS and it suddenly quits showing any of your terminal windows, and you don't want to use Xterm because Xterm looks terrible and the text is too small and all that business. I'll show you when we're done here the file that you have to change and what I had to do to get it working again. A gentleman posted a video on YouTube, and that was it. I mean, I've been playing with it, and that in fact was the answer. But anyway, let's get back to SOLL here. So the next thing we're going to do, we're in the SOLL directory. I'm going to do a make dir-p build. Then I'm going to cd to build. And I'm going to run cmake. Let's see if this is going to work and make sure I have everything. Make. And it looks like it's doing it here. So it is now building the SOLL compiler, which is kind of cool. You notice it's written in C++, and it's going along. Now, the next step, which will probably be on, is the 3.4. And while this is doing it, let me bring that and show you. That's going to probably be tomorrow night. I think would be a good thing. You have you compile a smart contract, and they even have some examples here. And then this is going to be a separate. This is going to be interesting. So what we may try to do, depending on the time, because I'm kind of on a tight time schedule tonight, is see if we can build this puppy here once this is done building. 64% looks like now. It's 66, so it's going along. And this is actually going to build an actual ERC-220 smart contract. And notice it supports Solidity and YOL. As I mentioned the other day, I don't know anything about YOL. And the other thing I want to try, because this is great, but eWasm supposedly talks to Rust. I want to make it talk to Rust, because I think Rust is a cool language. And being a Java, C++ person, I want to see what Rust if we can get Rust to do this as well. It's a little bit more, Rust is I think a little bit more low level than Solidity, but it's kind of a cool language, and we should be able to get it to work on eWasm. But that's going to take a little bit of research. Okay, it built. So now what they tell you to do. Okay. And we're going to go doc. examples. And what do we got here? Let's do, I got 006. Can we try that? Let's see if we can get 0.0-0.6. Oh, it's just there. So let's try this. SOLL build tools, SOLL, and then .6.SOLL. Well, that was quick. And we got a WASM. Very cool. So let's just back up here. And -- action equals emit ABI 0-0-6.SOLL. And there you go. So we got it. We did it with, we got a 006 WASM. So that's going to be our next step. I'm not sure what you're seeing. Oh, let me show you the, what we did here. So what we did here is we compiled the SOLL. We had 06 WASM, and then we checked and got our little ABI out, and you can see that. So that is where we're going to stop for this tonight, and we're going to carry on and see if we can get this puppy talking to its testnet. Let me get out of this, and let me go to show you, in case you're fighting with this. What is it? GDB3. So we're in GDM3. So we're in ETC GDM3, and all I had to do here was uncomment this to force a login. So it's I guess it's forcing to use another I forget what Xorg is, like screen type, the tool you use to display the screen, and that worked. That fixed the issue. I should put the link on there in the notes in case you're wrestling with this problem, because it is a pain in the butt if you use OBS, and from what I'm looking, OBS is really the best tool to do screen captures on Linux. It also lets you do streaming and stuff like that. So if you do that sort of thing, OBS is the right tool to be using, in my opinion. I think it's your best option. A little bit more complicated than some of them, but you'll be able to do whatever you need to do with it. So hopefully this has been helpful. So what did we do? To recap, we started up the Docker, we built SOLL, and then we used SOLL to build a WASM, and then we used SOLL to display the ABI. And as a little bonus for those using on Ubuntu 21.04, a little tip to get your OBS working again if you use OBS as well. Anyway, hopefully this has been helpful. If it has, please give a like. Please share it with your friends. Please ring the bell to get other videos. And I will speak to you next time. Take care.